Perfect. All right. Got Coach Kobie Jones here. We'll start off with some questions. Rod.
Sorry.
Coach, I imagine when you first got here, you had a chance maybe to watch a little bit of film.
Yes, sir.
What has the transition been from the film to what do you actually see on the field this spring?
Yeah, I think the guys, obviously when you watch the games from Georgia Tech last year, those guys play with tremendous effort. They play hard, and that was the thing I was expecting, when I got here. And that's the thing they do. They play hard. They play extremely hard. Obviously, we got to clean up technique and some of that stuff, but as a coach, you don't coach effort. Right, those guys either got it or they don't. Right, and that's the one thing I haven't had to really coach as much. Right, those guys are going hard. They give great effort. So that's the biggest thing is what I seen on film is what I'm getting right now. Obviously, we'll clean up the rest of the stuff and play with better technique, but the effort's there. The tenacities that they play with is there.
Kelly.
Coach Key talked about his decision to bring you on the staff, and he was excited. He saw a lot of potential, and maybe wanted to give you this opportunity and see how you did with it.
Yes, sir.
What has it been like to make this jump up to being a full-time college assistant?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I've been preparing for. I was always taught, work like the job that you want. So I've been preparing for this position since the day I started coaching. It's been a blessing to be here, obviously, and to be able to show that I can do it. I know a lot of people are going to doubt me, young coach, but I'm prepared. I'm confident. I got to work with the greatest DB coach there ever was. Coach Saban, working with Coach Saban. So I'm extremely confident in the knowledge that I have in the game, and especially the DB play. So just grateful for Coach Key being able to give me this opportunity to show what I can do.
Why did you get into coaching?
I would get into coaching because, I'll make a short story. I played ball at Alabama State, and I didn't really start learning football until my junior year. When I transitioned from quarterback going to safety, my DC there, I really started to understand football. And I'm like, dang, I could have been a lot better 2 years ago. So I have a lot of younger siblings, and I have a younger brother right now. He's down at IMG Academy playing safety, and he was younger at the time, obviously. And I'm like, man, I can give back to him, and he could be better than I was at that age. And then it clicked like, okay, you can impact more kids than just him. So that was the biggest thing, being able to know that I can impact the lives of other kids. It started with just football, and then when I got, around more kids, I'm really changing their lives outside of football. So that's really what kept me in coaching and got me into it, just to impact the lives of younger athletes.
You and Coach Gideon are the new coaches on defense. What's it been like working with him so far?
It's been great, man. I mean, he's very detailed in everything he does and how he wants stuff. He demands the room. The guys have a lot of respect for him from day one. You can feel that energy when he's in there. So it's been great. We worked with similar people, Coach T-Rob. So we GA both for him, so we know similar things. So it's been smooth transition. It's felt like I've known him for years. And when I was down at IMG coaching, he actually recruited some of my players there, got some of those guys down when he was at Texas. So it's been good. It's been a joy to work with Coach Gideon. I love like I said, the tenacity he brings. I think it matches the program and what Coach Key was looking for the program. So I'm excited to work with him and see how the season goes.
Amari's been a guy that's been a mainstay at corner.
Yes, sir.
Last couple of years. Do you look to him for leadership in that group, and what are you seeing from him this spring?
Yeah, I think naturally those guys are drawn to Amari from his aura, his energy he brings. But yes, he's the leader of that team, of the group, and of that defense side of the ball. He's one of those leaders on that side. Those guys really look to him. He starts every drill off. He's the first guy. I make a point when I'm making corrections, I make it harder on him because he is the leader. He's got to be able to take that, and other guys, if they know if I can do it to him, they got to understand it can happen to them as well. So having Amari out there is a blessing. Don't got to coach much, right? Clean up the technique and stuff, but he has the want to and the will to want to get it done and want to be a great player. All those guys, man, all those guys in that room, they want to get coached hard and they want to be better players. So I'm loving Amari. I'm loving the rest of the room as well.
Kelly.
Obviously, everyone's new to you, but
Yes,
you have some new faces, Daquan, obviously, and then some young guys you guys brought in. Just
Yes,
kind of how are they coming along and adjusting?
Yeah, you wouldn't know Daquan wasn't here. He fits in with the guys. They have a bond already, playing really well, one of the best technicians we have on the team. He's doing really well. He'll be up in that rotation for the season. The rest of the guys are coming along well. Elgin Sessions, freshman, really, really surprising me. Playing like a vet, actually, as a true freshman. So I'm surprised to see how his journey, where it takes him. Nehemiah, he does some really good things. All those guys, man, they're good at certain things, and we're just building the rest of their game up. So that's the biggest thing. But all those guys, they have something. You know, and we're working with that, and we're going to build off of that and make those guys complete DBs at the end of the day.
All right, Rob, let's finish this up.
You have a guy that transferred in here last year, Kobie.
Yes, sir.
He got more reps as the year went on, and, you know, how has that experience helped him, you know, to try to secure maybe a position this year?
Yeah, I think it definitely helped. You know, being now he's not a young guy anymore. He's a veteran now, and having those game reps definitely helped him. He's stepped up and kind of in a leadership role now, kind of getting reps with those 1s and 2s up there in those starting rotation. And he's taking it on well, right? He's taking the coaching. The guy lets you get on him pretty hard, and he don't blink an eye. So I'm excited to coach him. I think he's going to be a really good player for us. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys. Yes, sir.
Good to meet you.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.